5 types of healing. At the roots of most chronic physical, mental, and emotional illnesses is a basic wound, a lurking spiritual malady, the basic philosophy that accompanies most spiritual healing traditions is that when we are disconnected from the divine, we are severed from true well-being. Since the divine is the source of our energy, our life force, when we are alienated from it, we experience numerous illnesses that manifest in endless forms, and the purpose of these illnesses is to help us reconnect with our divine inner center, to point the way back to wholeness. This is where spiritual healing comes into the picture. It's a path of healing, of reuniting us with our true spiritual nature. But not all approaches to spiritual healing are healthy. In fact, it's wise that we practice discernment and caution. We need to look out for ourselves because there is the possibility of being used by so-called spiritual healers and preyed upon by false ideas. Spiritual healing is the practice and experience of restoring, harmonizing, and balancing our spirit or soul. Spiritual healing is also seen as a transcendental experience of reconnecting with our true nature. As author and teacher Shakti Gawain writes, spiritual healing occurs as we begin to consciously reconnect with our essential being, the wise, loving, powerful, creative entity that we are at our core. For many people, spiritual healing is a crucial part of the spiritual awakening journey. By revealing and soothing the wounds that other modalities, such as psychology or nutrition, fail to heal, a doorway is opened to deeper inner spiritual alchemy. In other words, spiritual healing can offer us the chance to grow and transform in a way that no other path can. Many sensitive and receptive beings, such as empaths or old souls, are drawn to spiritual healing. Some even become spiritual healers themselves. For many spiritual seekers, spiritual healing becomes a regular part of their spiritual awakening path. There are many different approaches to spiritual healing. For example, some New Age healing practitioners focus only on bringing balance to the etheric or non-physical energy field of the human body. Shamanic healers focus on restoring the spirit and curing soul loss, and other holistic healers focus on unifying the body, heart, mind, and spirit. Even psychologists and therapists are starting to incorporate spiritual healing into their work, such as those operating in the depth and transpersonal fields of psychology. So in summary, there are 5 different types of spiritual healing. 1. Physical healing of the body. 2. Emotional healing of the heart. 3. Mental healing of the mind. 4. Spiritual healing of the spirit or soul. 5. Holistic healing of the body, heart, mind, and spirit. The type of spiritual healing that you'll need will depend on the following questions. What is your main struggle in life right now? Do you have more than one pressing issue? Depending on your answers, you'll be able to determine what type of spiritual healing modality you need. For instance, if you suffer from chronic pain for which no other methods work, and also depression, you would need physical and mental healing. Ideally, some kind of holistic healer would benefit you the most. If, on the other hand, you only have one issue, like an unshakable sense of grief from a lost relationship, seek out healers who specialize in emotional healing. Common types of spiritual healing include chakra healing, crystal, herbal remedies, breathwork, Reiki, traditional medicine, Ayurveda, Chinese medicine, aromatherapy, meditation, visualization techniques, and so on. But what about soul healing? What does that mean? And does it apply to you? If you're interested in spiritual healing, it's likely that you feel something fundamental is missing from your life. Some people are able to verbalize this feeling, while others just feel a stark, bone-chilling absence of something vital. When a person is able to pinpoint what's wrong, usually they discover that it's rooted in the soul. I'm a lost soul, they might think, or my soul is broken. But this is a fundamental misunderstanding. Yes, something is certainly wrong, but it's not that the soul is broken, which is impossible from an objective standpoint. It's that they've lost touch with their soul. In other words, they are living in a lifeless, colorless world that lacks the joy and succulence that the soul brings. So the question isn't how to heal your soul, because the soul is divine and incapable of being fractured. You can experience this while meditating, but how to find your soul? Spiritual healing is the practice and experience of restoring, harmonizing, and balancing our spirit or soul. There are many different approaches to spiritual healing. For example, some New Age healing practitioners focus only on bringing balance to the etheric or non-physical energy field of the human body. Shamanic healers focus on restoring the soul and curing soul loss, and other holistic healers focus on unifying the body, heart, mind, and soul. Even psychologists and therapists are starting to incorporate spiritual healing into their work, such as those operating in the depth and transpersonal fields of psychology. Spiritual healing is also seen as a transcendental experience of reconnecting with our true nature, as author and teacher Shakti Gawain writes. Spiritual healing occurs as we begin to consciously reconnect with our essential being, the wise, loving, powerful, creative entity that we are at our core. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and share this video.